Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you what I believe are the best top 5 PvE weapons. Now this is totally my opinion. A lot of people in the comment section will probably disagree, but I've got a few weapons on here that a lot of people will also agree on. But a few of these weapons are quite hard to obtain, so if you don't actually know how to obtain, I don't actually show you in this video because it would make the video a lot longer to explain pretty much, and it does waste your time. So if you do want to find out how to get these weapons, just search them up on YouTube, and there's plenty of guides around. Now let's jump straight into the number 1 spot. So in at the number 1 spot, now I just want to say that these are not in any order, these are just the top 5 weapons, because they are from different categories, so I can't really compare them in any way, because some are legendaries and some are exotic also. So the first weapon is the Tiger Spike. Now a lot of people will agree with me on this, that this is actually the best assault rifle in the game for PvE. You can obtain this from Dreaming City, pretty much. You should have one by now anyway. If you haven't, just look up a video on how to get them quick, but I seem to get them a lot. Now the reason I do like this weapon a lot is simply because of the range on it and the magazine size. Now for me it is the best assault rifle in the game, simply because obviously this is a Shattered Throne, so the enemies are pretty difficult. It's like raid level standard enemies. Now as you can tell from the clip in the background, I've just absolutely melted that goblin from distance as well. Now not a lot of assault rifles are actually good at distance, and this one does fire pretty fast, to be honest. It's normally the more low impact assault rifles that actually do fire fast. However, this one still has quite a good impact as well as fire rate. So that's the reason I've put it as the best assault rifle in my opinion. Now the only thing that does really counter this is the horror story. Now if you haven't got that, sadly you can't really get that anymore because they have took it out of the game. But you did need 120 fragmented souls from the Festival of the Lost. However, that has gone now, so if you didn't get your hands on that, it's unfortunate, but this is the best one anyway, so you can still get this. But let me know what you guys think, if you think this is actually the best one, or you think there is a better assault rifle out there. Now the one I do use has tap the trigger and kill clip, and I do also use a counterbalance mod. Now I would recommend a lot to use a counterbalance mod because the stability on this weapon isn't too good, to be honest, and it will need a boost. And try and get the stability mod pretty much on it. Range is pretty good as well if you can get that. But the best roll is outlaw, kill clip and stability in my opinion. If you get that, it's pretty much a god roll. So let's jump straight onto the second weapon of today's video. Now this one shouldn't be a surprise. It's the best shotgun in the game, and that is the Akela shotgun that you do get for farming Escalation Protocol. Now it can be a bit of a pain to obtain this weapon, but guys, it is one that you really do need in Destiny 2. Especially if you are a PvE player. Now even if you are in PvP, I do use this shotgun myself and it's still good for that. But it's pretty much the boss melter, that's what a lot of people are calling it, because it literally is better than most heavy weapons in the game, even exotics. Can't really think of a shotgun that is close to this, maybe the Perfect Paradox, but obviously that is a primary, so if you're running a primary shotgun you're not getting that elemental damage, which is what it is good for, to be honest. So I would recommend the Akela shotgun. Now the best thing for this is obviously you need to punch and then shoot your bullets, simply because that gives you a trench barrel, which then gives you more damage for your bullets. Now it is pretty good. If you want a full review on that, just look up a video because it is really helpful on how to actually use the shotgun perfectly, because there is certain ways around it, because I didn't know until a few weeks after that you did have to punch enemies to do double damage, I think it is. But that's pretty much it for the shotgun. Let's jump straight onto the third weapon of today's video. Now this one shouldn't really come as a surprise. Obviously the Sleeper is in this top 5 countdown, simply because of how much damage it actually does to bosses. Now personally I do prefer the Whisper of the Worm, however I know a lot of people do prefer the Sleeper. Now they are both good, however it's pretty much different categories in my opinion. The Sleeper is better for medium bosses and close range bosses, However, if you've got a boss that needs staggering or anything like that, the Whisper of the Worm is obviously a lot better. Also, the Whisper of the Worm is a lot better for heavy ammo. However, I do prefer the Sleeper for medium bosses such as your Orange Bar Cabal, stuff like that are Solar Shield, your Knights. It's absolutely perfect for that. Also, if you shoot the floor, it does do like a projectile, which does do more damage, so make sure you are trying that method out. Also, if you do agree with that option, make sure you do drop a like down below and comment any other strategies or any other weapons that you do use. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be between the Whisper and the Sleeper, but I had to put the Sleeper in this category simply because of how many people actually use it. Now, you can obtain that from a quest. It's quite long, but if you want to know how to do it, like I said at the start of the video, just look up a video on YouTube. There's plenty of guides and you should be able to get it in a few hours of game time. Now, coming in at the number 4 spot is the Twilight Off, which is a Dreaming City sniper rifle. Now, this is probably one of my favourite fun weapons to use, but not only that, it is pretty good in PvE also. So this is reason I've chose this is simply because I do have the bungee roll, which does help because it does have snapshot sights and box breathing, which is in my opinion the god roll for not only PvP but PvE. Now, obviously the reason I like this is because it's like a mini Whisper of the Worm in my opinion. It's got fast fire rate for the mini enemies and the medium enemies, but not only that, it's got box breathing to counter the heavy enemies like the gold bars. Now, I did actually use this for the Shattered Throne and I couldn't have asked for a better weapon. I was running the Tiger Spy, the Twilight Off and the Sleeper, which was a perfect combo for me. So I would recommend getting all of these weapons and trying them out as a loadout, simply because there are a lot of hobo goblins, stuff like that, snipers that are shooting you constantly, and with this sniper you simply don't have to get anywhere near. It's pretty much a one-shot headshot to every enemy depending on what level. Now, obviously I did this in the Shattered Throne and it was still one-shotting enemies, which was quite surprising because the enemies in the Shattered Throne are quite high leveled, but obviously with that box breathing you are going to be doing a lot more damage. The reason I like to call it the mini Whisper is because it does a lot of damage like the Whisper. The only downfall is it doesn't have unlimited ammo like the Whisper, but as you can guess from how much I've actually gone onto the Whisper, we'll jump straight onto the next one. Right guys, so you pretty much have probably guessed already. I am going to say that the Whisper is my favourite weapon in PvE, simply because it's got unlimited ammo and it's a heavy damage sniper. You couldn't really ask for much more. Now, obviously, at the minute I don't even have the catalyst. I will be getting the catalyst this week, so it's going to only upgrade the weapon. Now, the reason I love this weapon is obviously because it's unlimited ammo. Now, it is probably the fastest time to kill, which I think it goes the Whisper, the 1000 voices, and then the Sleeper. I may be wrong on that, but guys, if you haven't got the Whisper, you need to get it. Its strong points are probably the raids, for DPS, probably the Shattered Throne. I did use it for a while in that. Anything that does involve a big boss that takes a lot of hits, you're going to be wanting using the Whisper of the Worm. Now, I can't stress enough guys, if you haven't got this weapon you are really missing out and you do need to get it. Shouldn't take too long. If you watch a tutorial on YouTube on how to actually get it, should be pretty easy. And obviously I do live stream on the weekends, so if you are struggling just pop by the streams and I will try and help you guys if you are on Xbox. But that's pretty much it for this video. I'd just like to say, if you are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe, drop a like down below. If this video could get 50 likes, I know it is something new for the channel, but if you want more top 5 PvE weapons, PvP weapons, anything like that, just leave a comment down below. Now, if you do disagree with any of my opinions, let me know down in the comment section and we can have a discussion on what you guys think are the best weapons. And if you have got any recommendations, make sure you do leave them in the comment section, because I do read every comment and also I do try and reply to everyone that I can. Now guys, a lot of people will disagree on a few things, but I'd just like to say that I haven't done the new raid, so any of them weapons may change in the future. But guys, if I ever do change what I believe are the top 5 weapons, I will make another video, like a part 2 to this video. So make sure you do turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload or a stream. I should be streaming this weekend, guys, so make sure you do look out for that. That's pretty much it from me, and I'll catch you in the next one.